Well, welcome to the Car Doctor channel. Do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Are you a user of suppositories? Well, all your problems are solved now because you're watching the Car Doctor, you're here, you're having a great time. Let's all have some fun, and let's watch another episode of the Car Doctor. I'm Steve Robb. Thanks for joining in.
All right, Steve, appreciate that intro. If you don't know Steve or you haven't checked out his channel, I'll drop a link down in the description of this vid. Go check it out. Super cool guy, funny, very informative Canadian stuff. You'll love it. Go check it out, Steve Robb channel. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, friends. Appreciate that. And got a quick tip today on doing this here wheel bearing. This 09 Ford Focus came in, complaint of the right front wheel falling off. So we're going to do a quick bearing assembly. One thing to note, you can get just the bearing and press it into the hub. Got to pop the little hub off, press it into the knuckle. You can buy a Moog entire knuckle assembly with the hub and bearing in it, and it's a problem solver part. If you put that on here, you're probably never going to need to do a hub again unless you're in a deep rust area. But that part itself's like, it's like 250 bucks for the part, or you can just get the bearing assembly for about 50 bucks, which is what we're going to do on this. But it's going to require use of a hub or a hub tamer or something like that. So it is something you can think about, though. You can go that route if you didn't have access to a press. But anyway, we're going to pop this wheel off. I've got this vehicle supported safely on my 2-post rack. Of course, you want to use safe lifting practices. And by the way, the Car Doctor channel is not responsible if you should die or someone get injured or create an unsafe situation by not properly repairing your car. So you always want to follow the repair manual. Our vids are just for entertainment. The entertainment value is high, but the liability value is quite low. In fact, it's zero. We're not liable whatsoever. You know, if we're talking about erectile dysfunction or hemorrhoidal flare-up or something like that, then, you know, you can hold me liable on that if there's a problem involving the treatment and a subsequent erection lasting longer than 4 hours or whatnot. Call our attorneys and we'll take care of that. Let's see, take that spindle nut off of there. It's 1.25 inches on that one. Okay, remove and support the brake caliper. Just going to pull it off at the bracket and hang the caliper. Pop that little brake hose retainer clip off. Looks like someone's been in here before. Brake caliper bracket, 15 millimeter. That's 2 bolts. Just back this piston off a little bit. That's cool. You don't want to let that hang by the brake hose. And remove the rotor. Okay, I got a little sidetrack there. My grandson called me, but that's a phone call that I can take any day of the week. I got some awesome grandkids. I got 3 grandkids, and they are awesome. We just got back from a visiting some of them in North Carolina. We were down there for a couple weeks, which is the reason why I haven't posted any videos lately. But we had a blast down there. I got a little sunburnt. My little Alaskan complexion couldn't handle it. I spent about a couple hours in the sun one day out on the beach and just roasted my legs, just bright red. Okay, anyway, now we got to take off this knuckle assembly. There's a bolt at the strut base that, you know, clamps around the base of the strut. We got to take that off, and there's a bolt and nut at the lower ball joint area, and then just this tie rod end over here. So I'll take this loose at the strut. That's an 18 mil. And then I've got a Torx, and if I could see, I would tell you it's a T50 Torx and 15 millimeter for this ball joint retaining bolt here. And then this tie rod end, that's 15 millimeter over here. I'll just tap it there, drop that tie rod off of there. Pop that ball joint loose. Just use a pry bar here. There we go. A little dust shield here. We'll just leave that with the control arm there. Sometimes you can spread these control arms out a bit. Sometimes if you're in the rust belt, it's going to require some penetrant, whatnot. We usually don't require that. I'm going to drive that axle in a little bit with I'm just using my air impact. You don't want to damage threads on here, but you can just hit it right like that, and then in fact I'll just try this. Yeah, that works pretty good, but you know, in Alaska you don't have that rust thing going on. So there we go. There's the entire unit there, and we'll take it over to the press and we'll press out the hub and then remove the C-clip and then turn it over and press out the bearing. We'll be ready to install our new bearing. Okay, as you can see, I've got my entire assembly set up in the press. This might not go as well as I hope. I don't have a lot of clearance here, and my setup here is less than safe. Uh-oh, that's scary. Holy smokes. Got that out. There is a race here. I'm going to have to pop that out, but got that out of there. Now just get this snap ring out. There we go. Using the large snap-on 45-degree snap ring pliers. Handy. Okay, I'm just setting up a receiving tube by using an old bearing race and support that. And I've just selected a socket that's relatively close. Pretty cheesy press, but gets the job done. You can spend a lot of money on a press. I bet some of you have nice presses in your shop. I do not, but I don't have a lot of nice things. But whatever works. Be getting a little crooked there. I need a bigger socket. Gosh. Not cooperating. Starting to wish I'd bought the entire assembly I was talking about. But I would have made less money and it would have definitely cost the customer more. What's left of the old bearing. Here is our new bearing, going with the national quality. It's just going to be the bearing, sealed bearing. Yes, there is a, you want to make sure and press it in the right side, because this side has the ABS ring, although it's not going to matter on this application because it's non-ABS. But if you do have the ABS application, you want this side in. There's a 102 tooth sensor ring underneath that, and you want that facing the inside. It's a how-to video for setting up the worst case scenario for dyeing in a shop press environment. Holy crud. By golly, we got it. And the new bearing did not come with a new snap ring. So, old one back in. We're good. Now I just got to split this race off of here and press the hub into the bearing. Use my cutter. Put a notch in this thing. See if this works. No. Okay. Ready to reinstall in the vehicle. All right, just reverse order for install. A little blue Loctite. On my hardware. Oh boy. Pick here. Okay, I'm going to torque my ball joint, tie rod in, and strut upper or lower strut to knuckle. Tie rod is 26 foot-pounds. Stick our rotor knob. Use a little bit of Loctite on the caliper mounting bracket bolts. Now stick our screwdriver. Now we stick a screwdriver in the rotor vanes so I can torque the axle nut to 173, spindle nut. Critical adjustment, want to make sure and get that right. Go ahead and reinstall my flexible brake hose mounting bracket, retainer clip. And there we go. Stick the wheel on. I'm going to go ahead and lower it down. I'll torque my lugs to, what is it? Lug nuts, 94. It says 94 foot-pounds. Lower down, do that, and double check our work and get this one out of here. I do appreciate you stopping by. And hope you stop by again sometime. Hope this video was helpful. And you know, a couple tips, when you are pressing in that new hub, make sure you support the bearing, that inner portion of the bearing, because that new hub can just drive out that inner portion of the bearing that the hub goes down through, at least the bearing, the portion of the bearing assembly on the back side. It'll push out past that seal. So I didn't point that out when I was doing it, but that's a good call. Always use safety goggles. I usually don't put these on until I get fragments of crap in my eye. So as you can see, I started without them and now I have them on. We put them on after the fact. That helps a lot. We'll catch you next time. Take care.